In Avengers Doomsday, we are most likely going to see the complete destruction of the multiverse. Entire worlds, entire timelines, gone. Possibly as if they never even existed. And the shocking part is Doctor Doom may not be the main reason behind it. The real cause could be the superheroes themselves. Think about it. Superheroes have been traveling across the multiverse and through time with almost no restrictions and no real rules. From the MCU to the X-Men universe to the Spider-Man universes everywhere, the rules of time travel in the multiverse have been broken. And today, that's exactly what we're going to break down. We're going to talk about all the major moments where time travel and multiversal rules were violated, events that could have caused massive instability in the multiverse. Whether it's Loki escaping with the Tesseract, Captain America staying in the past, or Deadpool straight up messing with timelines. And by the end of this discussion, we may realize something shocking. Doctor Doom might actually be trying to save the multiverse, while the superheroes, without realizing it, are the ones destroying it. Now, let's start at the beginning. Time travel in the MCU was first properly introduced in Avengers Endgame. Tony Stark invents time travel using the Mobius strip theory. The Avengers used the quantum realm to open portals to different points in time. The logic of time travel was explained very clearly. If you travel to the past and change something, you don't change your original timeline. Instead, you create an alternate timeline. And Endgame followed this exact rule. The Avengers' plan was simple. Go to the past, collect the Infinity Stones, bring them to the present, snap everyone back, and then return the stones to the exact moments they were taken from so no timeline gets disrupted. But obviously, things didn't go according to plan. The first major mistake happens in 2012. Tony Stark and Scott Lang failed to secure the Tesseract. Because of that failure, Loki gets his hands on it and escapes. Originally, this never happens. In the original timeline, Thor takes Loki back to Asgard using the Tesseract. But now, because of Tony and Ant-Man, Loki escapes on his own. Later, we're told that the TVA captures Loki. Now, logically, the TVA should have pruned Loki and returned the Tesseract to the Avengers. But they don't. Instead, the TVA keeps the Tesseract. This creates an alternate timeline where, after 2012, the Tesseract simply does not exist. Think about the consequences of that. When Thanos eventually comes to Earth, the Space Stone wouldn't even be there. He'd only have 5 stones, which means the snap would never happen. This is the first major time travel error in the MCU, a disruption that never should have existed. Next, let's talk about 2014. When the Avengers travel back to obtain the Soul Stone, they accidentally alert the 2014 version of Thanos. That Thanos follows them into the future. For him, that future becomes his present. And when he arrives, he is killed, which means in one timeline, Thanos completely disappears after 2014. Another massive timeline error directly caused by the Avengers. Now we come to the biggest mistake of all, Captain America staying in the past. Originally, Steve Rogers is frozen in ice and wakes up in 2012. But in Endgame, after returning the stones, Steve chooses to stay in the past and live his life with Peggy Carter. That alone creates an alternate timeline, because in the original timeline, Steve was never meant to be with Peggy. They were never supposed to have a life together. They were never supposed to have a child. But now, they do. Another timeline error, again caused by time travel. Moving forward into phase 4 and 5, the multiverse becomes more common and the rules start breaking more frequently. One major example is Spider-Man: No Way Home. Because of Doctor Strange's spell, people from other universes who knew Spider-Man's identity were pulled into the MCU. If they had simply been sent back untouched, the damage might have been minimal, but they weren't. Green Goblin was cured. Dr. Octopus was healed. Other villains were fundamentally changed. So when they return to their universes, they won't make the same choices they originally did. That means the events of their original movies can no longer happen the same way, which means new alternate timelines are created. So even though Doctor Strange fixed the spell, he actually caused multiple branching timelines. Another massive multiversal error. Now let's talk about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Technically, the movie doesn't directly break time travel rules. We're shown new universes, so we don't know their prior histories. Wanda killing the Illuminati could simply be their destined fate. But at the end of the movie, it's made very clear Doctor Strange's actions are causing incursions. Whether it's because he used the Darkhold or because of excessive multiversal travel, instability is clearly forming. So while no direct rule is broken on screen, multiversal damage is absolutely happening. Now let's move to the Fox X-Men universe, where time travel works very differently. And yes, that universe is now canon to the MCU. In X-Men Days of Future Past, Wolverine doesn't physically travel through time. His consciousness is sent back into his younger body. So 2 versions of Wolverine exist, one in the future, one in the past. And when Logan changes the past, the future is altered. It's never officially confirmed whether a new timeline is created or the original one is overwritten, but we know for a fact that major events change. The Phoenix storyline, Logan's fate, entire character arcs. So yes, past events are clearly tampered with, and that absolutely counts as breaking multiversal rules. Now let's talk about the biggest repeat offender of all, Deadpool. In Deadpool 2, he time travels and openly messes with events. He saves characters, he kills his own alternate version, he changes outcomes purely for personal reasons. And in Deadpool and Wolverine, he brings a Wolverine from another universe into his own. This is the first time we've seen a being permanently relocate from one universe to another. The movie claims that this actually stabilizes the universe. But Avengers, Doomsday could easily flip that idea and reveal this as another cause of incursions. So when you look at everything Endgame, No Way Home, Multiverse of Madness, Days of Future Past, Deadpool, every single one of these stories breaks time or multiversal rules. And Doomsday could very easily connect all of them. The idea might be this. Every time heroes used time travel or multiversal travel for personal gain, they triggered incursions. And now, because of unchecked multiversal movement, the multiverse itself is collapsing. Dr. Doom steps in not as a villain, but as someone trying to stop the chaos. But to do that, free will has to be taken away. And that's where Loki comes in. Just like He Who Remains controlled the timeline, Doom would have to replace Loki, seize control of the multiverse, and enforce absolute order. And the only way to truly stop incursions is to destroy the multiverse entirely and create a single battle world.